Hi guys, it is April from Getting Go With It. Today we're chatting about the books that I'm planning on reading in August, so let's get into it. So I have 7 books I would really like to read this August. Some of them I've already dived into, but I didn't finish them in July, so they're carrying on over into August, which is fine. It's fine. I really didn't read a lot in July. I just had one of those reading months. But why don't we start with the ones that I am currently reading, and then we'll move into the ones that I want to read for the rest of the month. So the first one that I am currently reading is Jane Eyre. I am listening to this on audio and I am loving every second of it. I haven't read Jane Eyre since I was, I don't know, I want to say 20. I think I had to read it once or twice for university and I enjoyed it, but I didn't love it. I was definitely an Austen girl and I just didn't connect with Jane Eyre back then the same way that I am now. Now I'm like, what's happening? Who's making all of the noise in the attic? I just need to know everything, even though I know the story, although it has been several years, so maybe, I guess 18 years since I've read this. So there's a lot of stuff that I've forgotten, and I am enjoying it so much. So this is going to be my audiobook probably for the whole month because it's a long audiobook, which is perfectly fine with me. I am enjoying it very, very, very much. Now the next book I have on my TBR for August is another book that I've already dipped into, and that is Growing Things by Paul Tremblay. I am now 135 pages in. This is a collection of short stories. They're horror short stories. Now you guys know how much I love Paul Tremblay. He is everything to me. I loved A Cabin at the End of the World. I loved A Head Full of Ghosts. The short story collections I'm not as much enjoying. They're fine. Some of them I'm not scared in any way, shape, or form. Some of them are kind of eerie. I'd say that I like 1 in 4 of the short stories I'm reading. So what I was originally trying to do in July, which I think was a mistake, was I was just sitting down and hunkering down and reading it. Like, I would read one short story and then move on into another, and I think that was a problem. I think that was way too much. And my plan now is to just read 1 a day until it's done. I think I have 10 more short stories to read, so I should be done for sure by the end of August. Fingers crossed. So I'm reading that right now as well. I'm also reading The Night Visitor. Now, this was my July pick. I do this thing every month where I choose a book from last year that I had bought, and then I'm supposed to read it in July, or that month I should say. This was July's book, so I picked The Night Visitor, and I did not finish it in July. So it's coming on over into August. I'm only 50 pages in, but I'm in now. Like the first, I don't know, 20-ish pages, I was like, what is this? I'm not scared. There's nothing eerie about this. Now I can get it. I totally get it. This is about a woman who writes this biography. She's at her book launch. She's looking around the room, scanning the room, terrified that a woman who helped her a lot to research this book is going to show up. She's terrified of her because she knows so many secrets about her and her past, and she's this very eccentric woman. And she really is. Now that I'm diving into that character and we're looking through like them sitting down and trying to write this thing together, it's got a lot of gothic vibes to it. And I'm just enjoying it. It is about the battle between these two women and the dynamics between these two women. And I love that in a thriller. I really love that. So I'm going to finish this. This will not be hard to finish for me because I'm really liking it. And then for the book haul revisit, For August, I chose A God in Ruins by Kate Atkinson. You guys know how much I absolutely adored Life After Life. It was the best book I read in 2018. And this is the continuation of the story, but instead of following Ursula, who we followed in Life After Life, we're following Teddy, her brother, who goes to World War II. He's in it, and we follow him there. And I just can't wait. I really enjoy Teddy's character in Life After Life, and I just need to know more. Apparently, Kate Atkinson said that this was like the book she was meant to write. Did someone tell me that in the comments? Where did I read that? In any case, just knowing that, now I'm like desperate to read this. And I just know I'll love her writing style. I've loved everything she's written. I read Life After Life and Transcription last year. And she's just a brilliant writer. She is one of my favorite writers ever. So it was very easy to choose this one. Next, I would really like to read The Fourth Trimester, which is a postpartum guide to healing your body, balancing your emotions, and restoring your vitality by Kimberly Ann Johnson. This is supposed to help you right after the baby is born. And it talks about how you can prepare your body for birth. I guess I should read that like immediately. How you can organize yourself and your household for the best possible transition to motherhood. Things that you can do to take care of yourself postpartum. There's a lot of stuff after about how to take care of the baby postpartum, which is obviously the most important thing. But it's very easy to forget yourself, and this is about taking care of yourself. Naturally, my mom got this for me, which is so kind of her. I love my mom. So I'm going to read this throughout the month of August. I will probably highlight the crap out of this book. I do that sometimes with my like self-help books. So that's the plan for that. And I would really like to read The Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. Kayla over at Books and Lala read this, and I think it was one of her favorite thrillers that she's read this year. So that was very encouraging to me, although she also liked Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborough, which I hated. In any case, I'm ready to give Ruth Ware another shot. I only read In a Dark, Dark Wood by her, and I hated that book. That said, I have all of her other books just waiting to be read on my bookshelf. So that's a sign. It's a sign that there's something about her writing that I just wanna read. This is about a woman who goes to this home, kind of a solitary home called Heather Bray House. And she's going to be a nanny there. She gets there, the house is like a smart home. So it's very technologically savvy. What she doesn't know is that at the end of the day, she will end up on trial for murder of one of the children that she's taking care of. Now, this is definitely, to me, inspired by The Turn of the Screw by Henry James, which I loved that book. Such an amazing ghost story. Is it a ghost story? Is it not? So I am so excited to see it kind of retold in modern day. Yeah, I'm very, very excited to read this. So I'll probably try to get to this. Well, I need to read The Night Visitor first because I'm in the middle of it, but I don't know if I can wait much longer. So that's The Turn of the Key. Last book is The Worry Trap by Chad Lugine. This is about worrying. I am a major worrywart. Like, I have anxiety. A worrywart, I feel like, is almost a too cutesy kind of way to describe me. I have anxiety where I will ruminate on something. My mind will go to dark places. I went to go and see my therapist about all of the worries that I have, and she said, have you read this book? And she had it there for me. So I bought it like right after my session with her, and I'm going to start to read this and work on it, on the teachings, basically on myself. So it's time to do some work. It's time to do some work. This is another one I will highlight the crap out of. But she's never steered me wrong. I really love my therapist. She's really, really amazing. So those are all of the books that I really want to read in August. Let me know in the comments below what you are going to read this August. I'd love to know. And I will talk with you soon. Okay? Bye, guys.